Hola gente azul, bienvenidas un día más a mi canal, soy Enea y hoy os traigo la lealtad de TALI en Mass Effect 2.
To talk medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Sexual activity normal stress release for humans and Turians. Still, recommend caution, warn of chafing.
You have a recommendation as a doctor?
Turians
Somos
based on
personas
dextro amino
grandes,
acids. Human ingestion of tissue could provoke
maduras,
allergic reactions.
podemos
Anaphylactic
afrontarnos
shock
a esta
possible, so
conversación.
don't ingest. Also forwarding advice booklet to your quarters. Valuable diagrams, positions.
Me encanta lo que hace.
for both species,
No me ha dado
erogenous
gracia,
zone
o sea, el hecho de
overviews. Can supply
lo
oils
ingieras.
or
Es
ointments
el
to reduce discomfort. Gave ED electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Morden, you're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient
Mira la cara.
confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Pues esto, gracias Martin por su colaboración medical y sexual a mi vida. A ver, Jacob, ya podemos hablar.
Commander.
I'm more interested in just...
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
No kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
Pero si hay
We better
uno.
not need to do this again. Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah, I bet you can. I doubt they'll front the money to stitch me back together if we screw it up. It's a hell of a job, isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Es serlo.
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure if all the people hoping we win stood up, the collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
Claro que sí. Nada, se acabó. La flotilla.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Le vamos a limpiar. Nos van a limpiar la nave.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many
Okay.
difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of
Bien
the vessel she
descarga.
serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
O sea, que no, o
Preparations
sea,
got
si yo me
underway
voy no
as
me
soon
llevo a
as you
Tali.
arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza.
Me voy.
Good luck.
Tali, sobrevive. Good luck.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Mira,
They shouldn't
Ra.
let that human speak for Talizora. It's not right.
Pues entonces, ¿quién habla?
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
Talizor is guilty. 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 Guilty.
Talizor of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizor of Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'll do everything in my power.
Soy yo y digo, madre mía,
Thank
loco.
you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
La misión me podría haber puesto la... Ya me he comprado la esta de Dragon Age, la armadura. La podría haber puesto. Pero claro, como no se puede quitar el casco, es que quiero que se... Talizor vas Normandy. La gente. Muy pocos.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive.
That's the lies.
The accused Talizor of Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Soy la capitana.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Esa ascona te acabo de dar.
Objection withdrawn.
Hala.
Shepard vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Yes. Yes.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Basnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Chorus, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's
No he empezado a hablar, pero ya...
Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone.
Qué manera de decirle que su padre ha muerto, toca puño.
Your father included.
Ahí.
What? Oh, Keela.
Keela Salai.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarry and strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Debemos
With your
hacerlo.
permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
¿Qué? ¿Qué más puedo hacer, sabes? What the fuck? That's Normandy. Precis, mira.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad.
Dito malo, ¿sabes? To
Really
guarrones.
Guarrones,
iba a decir.
And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
¿Vale?
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy
If Tali Zora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
I'm
Este es el
glad
que
Admiral
nos
Ram
quiere
got
limpiar
you
el
leave
nombre.
to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a
Era el
crowded
capitán
toilet.
de...
I'm glad to see Tali's
Tali.
captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Cierto.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry.
No voy a
You don't have much
decir
of a
mis
chance with
opiniones,
him,
pero
I'm afraid.
yo a lo mejor también
You and
estoy
Tally's
de
father go
acuerdo
back
con
a long
Coris.
ways?
En algunos...
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad
Pero
Batarian
no iba a
raid.
decir mi opinión.
We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with
Me he
fire.
equivocado de
We're
botón.
too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just
Tengo
ride
que dar
around doing
a
nothing.
la...
We might need that fleet to help fight
Al
the
espacio.
Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Y vuelve. Ahora agarros.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely
Quip.
endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship
Cuando hablo de los curianos, los cuarianos, no puedo parar de mirarle la boca.
You have a ship
Yeah.
named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned
Yeah, well,
vessels
yeah.
from other
Quip.
cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals
Totalmente de
appear to have some
acuerdo.
disagreements
Ni
beyond Tali's
voy
trial.
a...
You are correct.
No voy a decirlo.
Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Estoy de acuerdo con este sí.
We should move on.
No estoy de acuerdo con lo que le está haciendo Tali, pero Tali es mi amiga, entonces...
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Y con eso y un bizcocho nos da la espalda y nos... a las 8. No voy a hablar con ella. Había otra más, ¿no? Víctor Nar.
Tali, Zora, and Tafara are out of control. This is on their heads.
Víctor Nar?
How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
Vale.
I hope you didn't really do what
Víctor.
they said you did.
Era el
No,
de
Victor.
Horizon.
I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well,
No,
good.
no era el de
So,
Horizon.
can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything.
No me
What I
acuerdo.
remember.
Don't worry, Vitor.
¿Qué
We're
sitio
going to
era?
find
No
the
me
things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Take care of
Víctor.
yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't.
Yo estoy medio
But
loca.
thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Uy. El Rieger. Este es el que sí que
Shepard,
salvamos
Tali,
cuando...
Good to see you both.
Cuando
Wish you were under
conseguimos
better
a Tali.
circumstances.
Tali
What
Vesna.
did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't
Haystrom.
bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well,
Que no me apetece seguir hablando, quiero ir a pelearme con alguien. Por eso me he saltado la conversación de abajo.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
We should get going.
We should go.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Ahí está.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm
Yes.
looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
You didn't say much during the opening statements, Admiral.
There wasn't much to say. This trial is a waste of time.
It matters a great deal to me.
If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial.
Pero
If
primero
not,
habrá
then
que...
this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause.
Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Ya, pero habrá que determinarlo, ¿no?
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed, if he has, then even in this accident we may find
Siempre
something
quieren algo. Cuando alguien hace algo es
Tali Zora.
porque le interesa. Madre mía, loco. Es que no cambian ni siquiera los videojuegos.
You're insane.
Ya te digo,
Thank
no.
you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
The human can work at battle, I'll admit that much.
No he dicho nada todavía. Cara patata. Vámonos, 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 vámonos.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing them. Tali Zora's guilt.
If Tali Zora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an ethical one.
Ah, que por aquí no es. Tócate los huevos. Mariflores. ¿Por dónde
Even
es?
during the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought.
Madre mía. Toda está de vuelta para nada. Ah, ya. Ahí. Por aquí, por aquí.
Anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora can.
Por aquí, por aquí. Madre mía, cuántas vueltas. Va. Por aquí, por aquí.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Algo así. ¿Habla?
Even during the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Pero si tiene la misma voz de...
Tali Zora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Madre mía.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Vamos a morir.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now.
Pero me apetece.
Good luck with those
Venga,
Geth.
vamos.
Kira Selai.
Soy Shepard. Vamos a morir. Va a matar ya. Parece una llave que la vas a coger y... Bueno. Carros. Esta. Vale. Así que cumple.
Hostiles!
Hostile on the head.
Got the target. Got you.
Ah, tío. ¡Hola! Lo ha transformado en... Lo ha pirateado. Me he acordado. Mira, mira. ¿Qué haces?
Got it.
This should punch through their armor. Understood. I'm on it.
¿Ya? Easy. Primer tramo. Espera. Dinero.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Rails are ordered us
Vale,
to
que hay
bypass
persona,
standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Vale. ¿No? Mío, 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 mío. Vale.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Me parece a mí que al final Tali va a tener un poquito de culpa de esto.
Something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
No lo sabremos hasta que acabemos la... Vale, consejo. Aunque tengáis mucha hambre, esperar. Ay. Vámonos. Vale. No veo otro. Vale, que me da. Ah. Vale, aquí. Perfectua.
This should come in handy.
Okay.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Get ready to fight.
Yo, es que esta musiquita de fight. Ya está. Ya está, solamente uno. ¡Cutre! ¡Qué cutre! ¡Qué decepción! ¡Quiero comer! Que además huelen genial, tío. No lo leo.
Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
¿Dónde está la coreana? Está bien, no contesta. Que no te... Perfecto. Perfectúa. 4000. Oh. A la buchaca.
Enemy! You got it. My play.
Combat rolled away. Endu.
Got it.
Chocado, no se dejan pasar a sí mismo. What the fuck? ¿Y este? ¿De dónde ha aparecido? What? ¿Pero qué cojones? ¡Atrevido! ¡Loco! ¡Qué atrevida que es la gente! Me encanta como hablan los Geth. Toma por saco. Coge eso. Madre mía, loco. Qué tensión ha habido en el ambiente por un segundo. Se me ha olvidado y todo que quería comer. Imaginaos la tensión era... Derivación. Conozco a tu padre. Esta con él. Había propuesto acaso lo mío. Puede ser que me toque me también créditos.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
Pero a lo mejor
You've got a place here,
os
Tali.
estáis agarrando a una idea que en el fondo...
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
A ver, poco verdad tiene. Va a comer, pero hablar. Poco de verdad tiene, sí que es verdad ese anhelo de querer hacerlo, las cosas normales, tío. Oler una flor, como ha dicho ella, ¿sabes? Mal, ¿qué crees? Que nos gusta, ¿no? Piensa que tampoco lo he visto.
¡Vamos!
Got it.
One less to worry about. Attacking target.
Drone se ha quedado fuera, ¿sabes? Es como... me recuerda un montón otra vez al... No, on the move no, on the move no.
On it.
Uf, menos mal que lo mató. Este ya subía cual se invito. Me he equivocado de lado. Hola, hola. ¿Y este? No sé qué estoy haciendo, no sé qué estoy apretando, pero me parece correctísimo. Hola, hola, no me puedo mover, me he quedado atascada. Me he quedado atascada. No me podía mover, tío. Otra vez que muero por atascamiento. Esto sí que se merece una comida. ¿Dónde está? ¿Puedo mover otra vez? ¿No ha gastado con que me mate? ¿Por falta de movimiento? Esta vez casi muero, no por falta de movimiento, ya lo voy diciendo.
Can do.
I'll take the shot.
I'll take them. Right.
There we go.
This should soften them up. Right.
I'll take the shot. Hostile engaged.
Target acquired.
Affirmative.
Right.
One less to worry
On
about.
it.
Hostile engaged.
Combat throws away.
I'm on it.
¿Esa? ¿Ah? ¿Cómo puede llegar ahí? Me parece horrible que haya muerto, tío, porque me ha quedado atascada entre dos quarianos, tío. Quarianos no.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress.
Interesante. Oh.
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't.
Hey, come here.
What is it?
Damn it. I'm sorry.
¿Por qué lo sientes?
Nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The guests have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted.
Fatal por Tali.
But it's the
Ya que yo
best
lo
he
sabía,
could do.
pero...
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Pasión. Conozco a tu padre. Vamos. Derivación. Conozco a internet. Oh, ya tenemos. Perfecto. Perfecto. Pues que mejor que celebrarlo que con comida. No le he dado a nadie. Espectacular. Y dos.
Attacking target.
Right.
Esto vale. Pues nada. Ahora, mira por dónde andas. Entonces, encontrar con una cosa.
Deploying combat drone.
Mi vida de la vida. Y le disparo. Mira, voy a dar. ¡Hala! Ya en la nave, ¿no? A ver.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes. Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if TALI Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want TALI exposed to any political blowback. Leave TALI out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
We're not gonna decide anything here.
No voy a
Let's see what
hablar.
the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Tali. Una penica. Una penica. Bueno, vamos a tener...
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think TALI Zora survived.
Ah, vale.
Sounds
Que no
like the
eres...
hearing is already
No
underway.
es este el que estaba hablando yo ahí en medio en plan...
It's only been a few hours.
A pity Shepard passed on.
Hola. ¿Qué tal?
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Estuva, gracias por decirme otra vez que...
Sorry we're late.
TALI Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps TALI Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Sí. Pero...
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
TALI helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in TALI, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Hangarel wants to go to war. None of you care about TALI. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial.
Okay.
TALI Zora
rabiosa,
saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people.
Pero la querría como
I can't think of
defensora
stronger
de...
evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
Madre mía, loco.
TALI Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
No se debe ir
If you
ahora.
appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
Considero.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, TALI Zora Vas Normandy.
Pero me sigue... ¿Le siguen llamando TALI Zora Vas Normandy? Ojo. Ojo al...
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said, what he did, you deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Tali Zora, Boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, what's this?
That's Normandy. Bueno, vamos. Genial, qué genial, qué genial, qué genial. Tenemos un nuevo traje y tenemos cosas para subir. Espectacular. Traición. Traicionada. Veamos. ¿Tienes algo?
How may I help you? You have anything else?
That'll be all.
It's always nice. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
A ver, Ah, vale. Ah, vale. La madre de la que mató la hija de Samara, voy a decir. Voy a hablar con Tali.
I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting. Seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Pero ¿por qué te siguen? Tengo que decir. Pero bueno, lo dejamos por aquí. Bien pelo. De perro. Lo dejamos por aquí. Decidme.
Well, ain't that peachy?
Espero que os haya gustado. Dejadme en comentarios qué os ha parecido el juicio de lealtad de Tali. Y no, nos vemos en el siguiente. Hasta luego.